Minasa, konnichiwa, já vás vítám u dnešního streamu na special program stream ze hry Genshin Impact verze 4.2. Tento special program měl být minulý týden, ale z nějakého důvodu byl zrušen, byl odložen, takže byl včera 3.11. Ale kromě toho v ten den, včera 3.11. byly dva special programy, jeden na Genshin Impact, který už měl být před týdnem, a včera tomu ještě včera vyšel i special program stream na Honkai Starley na update 1.5, nepletu se, já si to ty updaty všechny nepamatuju, takže 1.5. Já se jenom podívám, ale myslím, že to tak mělo být. Honkai Starley a 1.5, tak jsem to řekl správně. Ale nechtěl jsem dneska streamovat dvakrát nebo vydávat dva záznamy, opět budou záznamy, pokud byste chtěli někdo podívat nebo dívali ze záznamu, tak vás zdravím. A zítra v 5.11. udělám ten stream na Honkai Starley, ať to zase neodkládám. My se dneska podíváme na Honkai Impact verze 4.2 special program stream. Já jsem si něco vyzradil, jak jsem hledal nějaké obrázky na YouTube a tak. Podíváme se na to, má to 46 zase minut, to se týče redemption kódu, tak ty už vlastně ještě fungujou v tuhle chvíli do 12 hodin do soboty. Ti z vás, co se díváte už následující dny po 12. hodině sobotní, tak už prostě to nefunguje. Takže v tomto streamu já to na chvilku ukážu ty kódy, ale nejlepší je, když si ty kódy a i ve Honkai Starley taky dneska do 12. hodiny, takže si to stačí na internet napsat Honkai Starley nebo Genshin Impact, daný update, redemption kód a najdete je, skopírujte si je, aktivujte ve hře a máte to. Takže tak, já už tady jsem na YouTube, vyšlo samozřejmě i charakter demo na Charlotte, což znamená, ty postavy, jaké mají být v tomto updateu, byly oznámené, je to úžasný, ale dneska se dozvíme ještě reruny a další věci a podíváme se na ten special program, neboť v tom bude i to demo, si myslím. Takže jdeme na to, dáme titulky, dáme Full HD, opět streamu ve Full HD, když bitrate mám na hovno, trochu jsem smrčil kameru, takže já doufám, že všechno uvidíte. Uríne, doufám, že správně vyslovuju, tak je nová 5ková Archon postava v tomto updateu samozřejmě. A mám spoustu primogemů, takže bohyně spravedlnosti. A pokud někdo opět bude vadit, že to kecám, tak si to pustíte samostatně sami a vždycky do toho kecám, pauzuju to. Nová postava Hydroarchon konečně. A já ji mám v plánu vyšovat a mám spoustu primogemů, takže čekejte zase video, kde utratím všechny primogemy. Bude to video jenom na vyšování na Furine a její zbraň, její meč. Vidím, že to je zase trvá hodinu. Ček tam nej? Lol. Většinou to trvá hodinu, když tam jsou ti vývojáři a tak. Ten pořadatel a tak. No to uvádí tak. Takže se divím. Jinak McDonald není sponzor, jo?
If you wish to seek an audience with me, then please make an appointment with Sir Intendant Chevalmeron in advance.
According to the judgment of the oratory
trailer.
The Hydro Archon to be punished.
Je na bečí. Bude set.
Death sentence.
Bych řekl, já jsem ani ten předchozí příběh ještě za Nurieta, jak se jmenuje, nedohral.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all powerful?
What's done is done. Just trust in me, your Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not.
Prostě tu chci mít. Ono mají tu, kde má ty krátké vlasy, to prostě... no, čtverka. Já vím, že se mluvilo, že to bude 5 nebo 4, tak je to 4. OK. Já jsem si byl jistý tež, že to bude 4, ale ne, nechtěl jsem to nějak. Neviděl jsem to. Je to 4, OK.
know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
OK. To jsou to 2 nové postavy, 1 5ková a 1 4. A další věc, jedna se myslím o předposlední update do roce 2023. Ještě bude update 1. To si 3, pokud se nepletu, poslední.
You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
Why should we acknowledge it?
Fusilo, why did you deceive us?
Příběh musí být hodně dobrý a zajímavý, si myslím.
This isn't right.
Seem to remember this trial is...
I now understand the true purpose behind this position. You are a devious one, Fusilo.
Everyone's... Papa, what should I do?
Pavel ryba, to bude dobrý boss. The fuck? To vypadalo jak z Honkai. Honkai Impactu nějaká postava, tak.
Farewell, Nervalet. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Fedozovo za postavu by to připomínalo postavu z Honkaje. Teď je tam vesmír obrovský, Honkai, Genshin, Honkai Starlight. OK. První redemption kód, 100 primogemů, 10 krystalů. Máte to napsané do 12 hodin. A já to skipuju, protože ať se s tím nezdržujeme. A let's go.
Hey travelers, welcome to the Genshin
Já jsem chtěl na ten obrázek sehnat, nesehnal.
Yay!
I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of the female traveler Lumine, and I'm joined today by 2 guests to bring you the latest news for the upcoming version. Okay, why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll start. Hey everyone, I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Farina, and I am super excited to be on this special program today. Travelers already met the Hydro Archon at the start of their journey in Fontaine. And as the story continues, how will this special god avert the crisis foretold in the prophecy? I hope everyone's excited to see what happens next.
I mean, I sure am. I'm at the edge of my seat. My name is Ray Chase, and I'm the voice of Neuvillette, the dragon sovereign of water and Eudex of Fontaine. I'm sure many of you already consider Neuvillette a very trustworthy partner, and I hope you look forward to seeing more of him.
Já říkám, já jsem tady vůbec nehrál příběh a tak, takže nikdy jsem ten příběh nějak se nějak nezaobíral.
In the intro, Farina said we need to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran.
Taky červený nos
So,
asi.
she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon, and she's a pretty big celebrity at the Opera House. So, the special program team gave me an itinerary to follow, and it appears to show all of Farina's recent plans.
Farina's recent plans, let me guess, she's going to be going to trial, and then another trial, and then another.
Actually, that sounds about right.
Okay,
Doufám, že ty jdu slyšet, a to na Max asi, jo.
So, let's take a look at the first item.
Okay.
Oh, looks like Ray called it.
Wow. Yeah.
There is nothing more important to Farina than attending trials at the Opera House.
But this trial is a little different from the usual.
Arhelka z chapter 4.
Ooh, interesting.
I know.
Mně se to líbí. Je to pěkně barevně, to modrá s bílou, to má světla. Se mi ten design líbí prostě, ty obrázku.
Maybe also Neuvillette is keeping an eye on things from behind the scenes, maybe?
Very serious.
He's always keeping an eye on stuff and always just a little bit disappointed.
Fair. Okay, in version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty. We'll team up with Fontainian friends to delve deeper into the hurricane of events and face the impending destruction foretold by the prophecy. Travelers will gradually unveil new facts behind this crisis and encounter an evil that has been lurking in the swirling depths.
Ooh.
I know.
Swirling depths.
Very spooky.
Spoopy. Right, so, the prophecy in Fontaine is on the brink of coming true. And this is possibly the greatest crisis we've faced in our journey through Teyvat.
Definitely. In version 4.1, we learned about this precarious situation in primordial seawater. Neuvillette barely arrived in time to hold back the seawater from engulfing the fortress of Meripede, but still, the water has reached Poisson.
Luckily, the crisis was averted by Navia's leadership of the Spina de Rosula. Though, we probably can't dismiss the assistance provided by the Knave either.
Arlecchino tam byla. Já jsem to říkám nehrál.
Sincerely wants to save Fontaine from the prophecy. But there's only so much that we can say. Travelers will have to go themselves to discover the clues, adventures, and stories to come.
Yes, exactly. So be sure to play through, uncover hidden truths, and witness this epic chapter of Fontaine's history for yourself when Act 5 of the Archon quest becomes available.
Sounds good.
So exciting,
right?
Hey, question. Have we forgotten a pretty important character who's been missing from the Fortress of Meripede?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean Child? Yeah.
Where's Child?
We searched all over the fortress for him.
Yep. I guess we'll just have to live with the suspense for a little longer. Not ideal, but it's fine.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But we saw Child appear at the end of the last version's Archon quest, so it probably won't be long until we see him again.
Okay, good. But we really need to talk about Farina. She's confronted with because she's confronted with a crisis that's tough for even one of the great elemental dragons. Of course, Fontaine will have the travelers help, but what choices will our Hydro Archon make in the face of the crisis?
Well, Just like the prophecy itself, all will be revealed at the fated time. But knowing Farina, perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Once again, disappointed.
Oh,
Yeah.
No way.
Come on, guys. Have some faith.
Okay, to bolster everyone's confidence in Farina, let's learn a little more about this one-of-a-kind Archon.
Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping? You must be stunned and at a loss for words.
Mina se ignory v japonštině.
Understandable. It is I, after all. Fontaine's most beloved star, Farina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
Oh my gosh, I love her outfit.
Yes. Oh, and her eyes, like each of them are different. She's got these little eyelashes and her hat.
Oh,
You know,
it's
like,
amazing.
you'd expect for a Hydro Archon that she'd have the best drip.
Oh.
Yes. Ooh.
Okay, you know what? It seems as if she's always dressed like she's about to attend a performance. You know what I mean?
Yes. That's Fontaine's biggest celebrity for you. And speaking of drip, let's take a look at her combat abilities.
Asi tak nějak.
Being too popular can be such a hassle.
Že se mění ten vzhled, se mi líbí, no.
The people would adore me so much.
Jinak update vychází příští týden ve středu. Takže 8. nepletu se.
Strike a pose. Let the world come alive. Whoa, that is
Wow.
so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I like the way she kind of like bows.
Very dramatic.
Yes.
Very much. It's like all of her moves are part of a performance.
Yes.
Totally. Also, look at her elemental burst. Her presence really fills the stage. Everyone else is just an extra.
Mhm.
Wait, so the creatures that Farina summons, they look a lot like the Fontimer aberrants that we've encountered before. There's a seahorse, a crab, an octopus, and they are all so cute.
Yep.
Oh, I love them.
Me too.
Oh my gosh, no, the octopus is even wearing a hat! What a distinguished little gentleman!
Correction here, Sarah. They're a bit different from Fontimer aberrants. I
Okay.
would know. To my knowledge, these creatures are Farina's, quote, honored guests. They even help manage her daily affairs.
Yes, exactly. So, Farina often invites guests to her tea party, which is known as the Salon Solitaire. And those creatures are actually special guests of the Salon Solitaire.
Aww.
Světlo do očí, furt.
And she even gave each member a name.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So you've got the maid, Mademoiselle Crabaletta. They're the best.
The crab, the one that's a crab, I assume.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. And then you've got the housekeeper, Sir Intendant Cheval Moran.
Ah, there he is.
And the conferencier, Gentilhomme Usher.
Oh.
And that last one is a stickler for propriety.
Oh, okay. So when Farina said to make an appointment with Sir Intendant Cheval Moran, this is who she was referring to?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I didn't know it was so cute.
Exactly. Farina even makes him spew bubbles in her idol animation.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm sure everyone is just itching to know more about the
Zbytečně
skills
tak
shown in
okecaný
the
mám,
clip. So, Amber,
myslím.
why don't you take it away? Tell us everything.
Yes, you got it.
Yay!
Ježiš, ty
So, Farina is
abilitky.
a hydro sword user.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To je
She
fakt.
usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment in combat. When in this state, her elemental skill invites the 3 members of the Salon Solitaire, Mademoiselle Crabaletta, Sir Intendant Cheval Moran, and Gentilhomme Usher to the stage.
I love it.
It's so cute. And, you know, these salon members will attack nearby opponents, prioritizing the target of the active character.
Ooh.
Their damage increases the more characters there are in the party over a certain HP amount.
Okay, I was listening to all that, but at the very top, you said that she usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment. So she has more than one alignment?
Yes, exactly. Farina's charged attack not only deals physical damage, but also allows her to switch between Usia and Numa Arca alignments.
Whoa.
Wow. Based on what we just saw, it seems like her Arca alignment has an effect on her other skills as well.
Yes, sure does. Farina's elemental skill changes depending on whether she is aligned with Usia or Numa.
That's cool.
It's super cool. After Farina uses her charged attack to switch to a Numa Arca alignment, her elemental skill summons the Singer of Many Waters to provide healing to nearby party members.
Oh, nice.
Yes. The summons created by Farina's elemental skill will remain on the field for a period of time even after Farina is switched out. Farina's elemental burst deals damage to surrounding opponents. And when the party member's HP increases or decreases, Farina will accumulate fanfare points. That's my trumpet.
Amazing.
So Farina increases the damage and the incoming healing bonus of nearby party members based on the amount of fanfare she has.
Že
It
healuje, jo.
seems like this fighting style really suits Farina's character. It's very showy and unpredictable.
Totally. I can already see the fluctuations in my team's HP bar. That healing
Kdyby ten
skill
její
might
meč, teď je
really be-
pěkný.
Yeah, for real. And due to her knowledge of deep water aberrants, Farina's passive talent can decrease the cooldown on abilities gained from the xenochromatic Fontamer aberrants.
Ooh.
Wow, you can say that again.
Yeah, and that'll make it even easier to uncover the secrets lurking in the depths.
Always the secrets lurking in the depths.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Whenever one of Farina's summons is on the field, Farina gains the ability to walk on water.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
that is
Že
so
chodí po vodě, jo.
Yes.
Hey, I actually saw that Farina's outfit
Když použiješ ten
changes
skill,
whenever she
aha.
switches between Arca
Oh
alignments.
yeah.
Yeah, good eye. You're correct.
you.
It does change. But, you know, such is the charm of a celebrity, I suppose. Yes, so if you want to learn more about Farina, then be sure to accompany her on
Jo, budeme
the
mít story
story
quest, jasně.
the Animula Kuraji chapter.
Ah, amazing.
Akt 1, takže příště
so
bude
next up we have another old
pokračování.
friend to introduce.
přece jen to
She's
Archon.
now able to join the traveler's party with her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite. That's right,
Starlord.
Charlotte! Yay!
Oh, adorable.
So cute.
Baki Azumi.
We've known Charlotte for a
Japonské
while
dubbing.
now. The traveler met her during the Summoner Summit event, which took them on an adventure all over Teyvat.
Yes, that's right. Charlotte's hard-hitting spirit and determination to uncover the truth really leave an impression, don't they?
Yeah.
That's right. During our journey in Fontaine, didn't she treat the traveler to a magnificent meal in order to get a scoop about Wriothesley? Though she didn't end up getting the interview that she wanted in the end, huh? But I don't think that will deter her. She'll always be in search of the truth. The world is her treasure chest, and only her camera can determine its contents and the truths they contain. Speaking of her camera, Monsieur Verite just so happens to be her greatest assistant and companion. They're friends. Charlotte's talent for photography is truly a marvel. No matter the subject or setting, her photos somehow always capture an unparalleled sense of artistry. The peerless Monsieur Verite turns her photos into eye-catching mementos. In fact, many Fontanians even cut the prints out of the newspaper and keep them as clippings.
Oh, that's so cool. And Monsieur Verite is so cute, even has his own little hat and tie.
I know! Charlotte actually commissioned both of those items from Chiori. She even commissioned Monsieur Verite's accessories in several different styles to match different interview settings. Isn't that cute?
Wow, that is pretty thoughtful. I suppose that just shows how much Charlotte cherishes her own Monsieur Verite.
Yes, it really does. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's character showcase, shall we?
Ooh, let's do it.
Yes.
If you keep your eyes peeled and your mind engaged, you'll find there's always a new story nearby just waiting to be discovered.
To připomíná postavu teďka March z Honkai Starly. Tež ona tam sice nepoužívá foťák a na souboje používá luk, ale tež má foťák kolem pasu, u pasu. No a je kryo.
Wow.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, she's really like moving around.
Yes! Honestly, it's just what you'd expect of a reporter for the Steambird. Even her combat skills involve taking photos. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and
makes
then, like,
sense.
what a lively character. Her combat moves, like I was saying, she's moving around. They're super dynamic. It seems like
Yes.
she's always on the move.
Who's on the march? Exactly. Charlotte is an expert at applying the skills and talents that she's developed as a reporter
Katalizm, že
in
má.
other areas of her life, and that includes combat. With her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite, she captures enemies from all angles, unleashing attacks while discovering and exposing their weaknesses.
Yes.
Honestly, I would expect nothing less from one of Fontaine's most famous reporters. Who knew cameras could do that, though? I didn't know you could use them as a weapon.
Same.
The more you know, I guess.
Okay, here's some cool stuff. Charlotte's elemental skill applies snappy silhouette to opponents caught within the viewfinder of her camera. During this effect's duration, marked opponents will intermittently take damage.
Wow.
Holding Charlotte's elemental skill strengthens these effects and applies focused impression to opponents instead. Now her elemental burst creates a news flash field that continuously restores HP to party members within its range. Monsieur Verite, he's also going to join in and intermittently attack opponents during the duration of the ability. As an experienced reporter, Charlotte is an expert at adapting her methods to match the needs of her target. When paired with Fontaine characters, Charlotte receives a healing bonus.
Tak, sorry,
When
menší
paired with
vyrušení.
non-Fontaine characters, she receives a cryo damage bonus. Now that is not all. There is more. During the 4.2 special event, travelers can complete a quest to receive a special gadget called the Zoom Lens. When Charlotte activates the Zoom Lens, it will trigger her passive talent called First Person Shutter.
Oh my gosh, that's
When you
amazing.
hold her elemental skill, the gadget will cause you to enter photo mode instead.
That is so cool.
Yep.
That is super rad. And, you know, I have a feeling some super cool pictures are going to come out of that.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to provide more information about the Zoom Lens and how to use it during the event overview portion.
So, Farina and Charlotte will both
Fajzu, takže to je dobrý. V první event Wishi budeme moc Furinu a to můžeme získat Charlotte. Fajzu a vyšovat nebudu. Nic ve zlém, ale jsem ho nevyšoval, nějak vyšel.
Charlotte will also receive a huge drop rate boost.
Huge boost.
Huge boost. A new 5-star sword, Splendor of Tranquil Waters.
Nechci tež.
will be featured
Nebo
in
bych
the
rád, kdybych ho
represent
získal.
banner.
Neříkám, že mám našetřené až tak moc, ale mám dost.
And in the second half of version 4.2,
OK, a já to asi no. Oba dva mám, takže chill. Jen, že bych chtěl IO2 v meč, nebo kopii od syna.
It looks like she's investigating something. Oh, there's even a report attached.
Tell us what it says.
Okay, I will.
Jsme za půlkou.
It says, strange rumblings have been heard
Nový
in
boss,
the
ta
depths
velryba.
of Fontaine's waters. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, it's here already?
Ty kokos.
Look at that.
Oh.
Jak jsou malíčci.
It looks like it's in a sea of pink and blue stars. That's so pretty.
Oh, I remember this well. I recognize this well.
Wait, yeah. Isn't this the whale that the traveler saw in Child's vision at the end of the version 4.1 Archon quest?
Yep, it's the same one.
To já jsem nehrál, tak
Ravaging
nevím.
its way through the primordial sea, this otherworldly creature has at long last broken the seal and descended upon Fontaine.
Ooh, it's real.
Jsem hartež, a otravný.
It feels like it might even burst right
Aby
through
tě
the
vylepšil.
screen.
Oh, I hope not.
Furina ty skilly, tak bude muset tady toho bose. To nevím, jestli týdenní boss, anebo asi jo, že?
Exactly. In the first phase, it will use its gigantic size to target the traveler with massive AoE attacks from all directions. Dodging is definitely your friend with this one.
Oh boy. Okay. So there also seems to be sort of a progress bar next to the boss's HP bar.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Okay, since we can't outfight it, we'll have to outsmart it instead. The creature just freed itself from captivity and is brimming with anger. So if you can find a way to capitalize on that anger, perhaps you'll also find its weaknesses.
Oh, okay. Wait, is somebody being eaten? Is it even possible to survive something like that?
I guess here it is.
Ooh.
This is an entirely different space, it looks like. And there's a new enemy here with a massive sword. Oh, these summoned creatures also look vaguely familiar to me.
I wonder what the deal is with all of this. Perhaps defeating this mysterious enemy within this space will be the key to defeating the whale? Travelers will need to experiment for themselves.
Ooh, yeah. All truths will be revealed in version 4.2.
Well said. Oh man, this boss looks really, really tough. What happens if we, for some reason, can't defeat it?
Ooh.
Okay, this update actually helps with that problem. Starting from 4.2, an option will appear on the challenge failed screen to lower the difficulty of the boss if travelers are struggling to defeat them during a main quest. Hopefully, this provides a smoother gaming experience for travelers to enjoy.
Oh, I love that. Now we don't need to worry about
Slyšíš
getting
úroveň,
stuck
jo,
while trying
bose.
to advance the main story.
Totally.
Hey, that was a lot of information, wasn't it? Can we take a short little break while we have a look at the second redemption code, maybe?
Redemption
Oh,
code.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Tak. Zase si to můžete pozastavit. Ale asi většina už ho máte, anebo ani ho nestínete použít.
Hello. Yay! So, we've introduced new characters, new plot lines, and a new boss. But I know
Eventy.
you're still eager for new content, travelers,
Nové
because
content.
there's still more to come. Let's
Okay.
take a look at what other information we can learn from Furina's itinerary. Okay, aside from investigating
Tam bude ta nová
crime
oblast,
scenes, it
vlastně.
seems like our Hydro Archon also goes on occasional excursions throughout Fontaine. Who knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
Jo, nová
I
oblast.
certainly didn't.
Well, maybe she's just using it as an excuse to scout out a place for one of her tea parties.
Oh.
Farina and excuses. Typical. Hey, it seems like the places Farina has chosen to visit this time feature some peculiar landscapes.
Oh, yeah. It looks like Farina is in Aranea's forest on the east side of Fontaine. And that's right behind the Opera House.
What a cool place! Although, it does kind of look like it could be hiding some secrets.
Definitely wouldn't be a video game if there weren't secrets.
Oh,
Things
yeah.
are definitely not what they seem here. For example, strange things have been happening with the water veins around Loch Urania. As you can see, a strong windstorm has gathered around the vortex rising from the middle of the lake. It's almost like it's preventing certain things from getting closer and forcibly pushing other things away. And take a look at this, the foggy forest path.
That fog is really thick.
Yeah.
That's why they call it the foggy forest path. And what about this area? The weeping willow of the lake.
Ooh, it looks all withered and
And
spoopy.
the water doesn't look quite right. Like it's cloudy or something. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Exactly. It seems like Verena also realized something was off. It looks like she headed underwater to investigate, and what did she find? A number of contaminated bacterial mats.
Uh-oh.
Bacteria.
Speaking of, there are always new things to discover beneath Fontaine's waters. In this update, we'll encounter a new type of Fontamer aberrant, the xenochromatic ball octopus.
Ooh.
Travelers can borrow its abilities to cleanse away the contamination clots and contamination cores from the bacterial mats. Pretty cool. In addition, with the help of a special device, travelers will be able to use this creature's abilities on the surface as well. They may be the key to solving certain puzzles or perhaps even powering certain objects. But we'll leave that for you to discover.
Ooh.
To learn more about
The
the story behind
puzzle.
the new Arrhenius Forest region, be sure to check out the version 4.2 world quest called The Wild Fairy of Arrhenius. I'll give you a hint. Melazines are involved.
What? Melazines? Really?
Melazines.
Oh, then it would certainly be a world quest that you won't want to skip.
To the south of Arrhenius Forest, you'll find the Mort region. There, a singular tower stands tall above an island in the middle of the sea. Perhaps it's also guarding some unspeakable secrets.
Ooh. Actually, it looks like that's the very next stop on Farina's itinerary, so let's go check it out. Okay, I bet a bunch of travelers noticed this tower since they've arrived in Fontaine. I'm so excited that we finally get to check it out.
Yes, same. In version 4.2, the sealed ruin tower is the focus of a quest series called Search in the Algae Sea. I know. And after unlocking 4 seals along its perimeter, the tower and its long buried secrets will be unveiled to us.
Oh, amazing! Okay, it would feel great to finally demystify all the secrets churning under the seemingly calm waters.
Yes, I want answers. I also
Same.
we all want answers. I also heard this quest has something to do with the primordial sea. It seems like there's a very important and very ancient story behind it all.
That is very right. New stories are always unfolding in Fontaine, whether above water or below. And this is not limited to the 2 new regions in this update. The prophesied earthquake woke up new life forms in other places where destinies intersect.
Oh,
Zase.
destinies!
Budeš potřebovat na tu Furina určitě
A
všechno.
certain underwater cave, a new life form is waking up. It has greater and more diverse powers of transformation while in combat. So don't let your guard down, travelers.
Yes. And some places still seem to tell the stories of events long past, no matter how long they've been abandoned. So, in this update, travelers can also look forward to the climax of the Narcissan Croix's adventure questline that was introduced over the last 2 versions. And there might even be an unexpected surprise waiting at the end.
What? A surprise! I can't wait to see what it is.
Same.
All right, there's a lot to discover in the new areas of the map, but Farina's itinerary doesn't stop there.
Podvodní jeskyně nebo něco
Oh,
takového.
wait. It looks like she's arranged to spend some time with her subjects.
Aw.
Farina is
Wow.
pretty personable. Who's to say? She might even make an appearance at the events taking place in Fontaine.
Speaking of, let's move on to the event portion.
Whoop, whoop. All right. The Fontaine Fishing Association has recently posted a commission to investigate the
Budeme
rumors
moct
of
získat
water imps near Arrhenius Island.
Preminéta.
Ooh, another investigation.
I know.
Okay.
Oh,
To
and
nemám, takže to je
Fernanda
dobrý.
to be involved. That little clockwork penguin next to him
Bude ten
must be
hlavní,
one of his
ne?
other
Ten velký
companions.
event.
But it doesn't look like Pear.
Actually, its name is Thelxie. The name comes from a Fontanian fairy tale that describes a terrifying creature that lives underwater. Adults would use the story to keep children away from the shore. As the story goes, children who play by the water are food for Thelxie to devour.
To bude aspoň další postava, kterou nemám.
For real. Well, children
Nebo
must be
ne, nevyzkal
afraid
jsem
of
ho,
that
nemám ho.
creature.
I know, right? It does seem a little unusual for Fremine to give this little penguin a name like that. There must be some other reason.
Wait, hey, does this event also have something to do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely. In this event, we'll be helping Fremine make some improvements to this little clockwork penguin. There will be a total of 3 main stages to the event.
3
As for the
stages.
first stage, we'll repair the penguin by fixing its circuits and reconnecting the motherboard.
Aha.
In return, the little guy will help us out on our journey.
Další
I
minihra.
love that.
As our journey
Podobná
progresses,
určitým
we
hrám,
find
které
colorful
známe.
shells, corals, and other items which can be used to outfit our little friend with weapons and equipment. Which brings us to the second stage of the event, using an echoing conch to search underwater and find the items that we need for the penguin.
A itemy.
And, what happens if we run into certain speed bumps on our adventure? You know, like monsters, puzzles, and all that jazz.
Okay.
Well, it seems like the perfect opportunity for our little penguin buddy to shine.
Exactly. In the third stage of the event, the clockwork penguin will help us defeat monsters lurking around a specific domain
Fajtění.
and obtain any treasures that they may be guarding. Of course, the clockwork penguin will provide different buffs in each battle to help travelers emerge victorious.
Whoa.
Now, as for the story behind these battles, travelers will just have to find out for themselves.
Let's see. After helping the penguin, the next item on the itinerary is... Oh, the cute little fungi are back!
Cool.
Hania, a friend we met in Sumeru, has arrived in Fontaine to promote Lil Fungi's Fantastic Fiesta.
Zase s těma malýma
Speaking of fun,
fungi, nebo jak se jmenuje.
I think I recognize some familiar faces. Bongo Head, it's time to shine!
Yay! Travelers may notice some differences in this update's fungi event. Aside from taking place in Fontaine,
Stejný, no,
the
podobně co byl,
gameplay
ne?
has also been optimized. Previously, we led the Lil Fungi in battle against
Jo, tak oni, jak se s těma bojovalo v tomhle v tom eventu.
challenge a whole host of powerful monsters.
No, jo, toto bylo už.
Travelers will be able to command a variety of fungi, adjusting their movement to target different enemies. And don't forget to use marvelous gels to instruct the little fungi to unleash powerful skills.
Yeah! Travelers will hopefully enjoy playing with the fungi more than ever.
Here's hoping. We, actually, I have a little note here to pass along from our developer friends. It's the note, someone folding. While they hope to make the little fungi and some other events permanent so travelers can play at any time, the team feels that the current design doesn't adequately sustain long-term gameplay. So, they're going to continue iterating, optimizing, and improving this event while also working hard to develop
něco jiného, no jako už to bylo, tak není to úplně něco jiného, ale tak je, tady ty mě ještě baví, ale ty fighty mi nebaví. Takže druhý event, ještě dva.
Itinerary has in store. Oh, it's the Graph Adversarial Technology Experiment Log.
Jo, to je s tím, že dostaneš Special Analytic Zoom. To je třetí event.
I wish I could, but it doesn't actually involve fighting. A researcher obsessed with graph adversarial technology has made great contributions to the study of counter-criminal image recognition.
A je 4, ne? 3 malé a jeden velký.
Great success. But her scholarly responsibilities make it difficult for her to collect the field samples that she needs.
I'm guessing this is where the traveler comes in.
Okay, you're not wrong. But Pauline's request is actually pretty reasonable. To receive rewards, simply submit photographs of 5 different sample types that match the characteristic that's given on each day.
Sounds simple enough.
You can also exchange these samples with your friends. You might be able to find useful references for the samples that you need to collect in the Adventure Archive. At the end of the quest, travelers will receive a special gift from Pauline.
Ooh.
That's right. It's the zoom lens we mentioned during Charlotte's character introduction.
Oh, how fun.
To use it, just equip the camera and activate the zoom lens in your inventory. The
Takie
zoom lens
kamery
can be
bali.
attached to all cameras obtained in the game up to this point. When equipped with other characters, the zoom lens won't be able to be used in combat, but if you switch to Charlotte and hold her elemental skill, you'll be able to snap pics with zoom lens even while fighting. Whoa. You can even use it in domains.
Jo, takhle, že můžeš fotit, jo.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Že při fightech a v doménách můžeš fotit. Chápu. A v co-op modu. Takže to šlo taky, ne? Už to nevím. A poslední event. Jo. Vždycky je jeden hlavní a 3 malé. A Honkai Starley má jeden hlavní a 2 malé, nebo tež 3 malé, já nevím. To pletu možná už. Ale Honkai má jeden velký a 3 malé eventy. Vždycky. Také menší, no. Ale. Zase fighty, chápu.
That's right. And travelers who are more confident in their combat skills can choose to jump straight to the final challenge. Also, the Leyline Overflow event will return at the end of version 4.2.
To nepotřebuji, protože mám hodně coinů a i knížek. Když dostanu Furina, nebo doufám, tak je vypotřebuju, ale...
But there are still more surprises to share.
Yay!
Okay.
Let's get into them.
Well, before we get into them, let's take a quick break to have a look at the final redemption code for today. See you in a bit.
Okay.
The redemption code.
quest to Surintendant Cheval Moran. While we're waiting to hear back, let's see what system optimizations we have for the upcoming version.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
Okay, so first up is the Quick Challenge feature for weekly bosses. New players or players who prefer to spend their time exploring may have yet to unlock certain weekly bosses, and it's difficult to raise new characters when you can't access the boss drops needed to ascend a certain character.
Totally.
True.
In version 4.2, travelers who are at adventure rank 40 or above will have the option to quick challenge a weekly boss by navigating to the Trounce Domain section of the Adventure Handbook. All weekly bosses will be available to challenge, except Storm Terror and the Wolf of the North.
Nice. Yeah, now we don't have to wait to advance the story before we can level up a new character's talents and skills.
Exactly. Also, we're introducing an update to Genius Invocation TCG. In version 4.2, 3 new character cards and 5 new action cards will be added. There will also be an Accelerate Duel feature, which will provide a smoother gaming experience.
Nahrál to TCG ty karty.
4.2 update, deck sharing codes will also be available. Use them to show off your strongest deck or take inspiration from other travelers.
That's cool.
To je dobré, že se můžeme sdílet ty balíčky.
The number of card combinations just keeps increasing. The number of decks a player can save has been increased from 10 to 20.
Doubled.
Doublé. And in addition, both the maximum number of starting slots and the number of slots unlocked at each player level upgrade have been increased from 2 to 4.
Doubled again.
Double.
The developers have also made a number of optimizations.
Ale dobré, že to furt se o to starají a rozšiřujou to, je, že se snaží furt, aby to bylo to TCG ty karty nakratelné.
And in addition to the updates made to Genius Invocation TCG, returning travelers will enjoy ample login rewards and exploration guidance courtesy of the Genshin
login
Impact
award
project team. May those returning to Devat have a happy reunion.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah. Plus,
Dobrý.
a new story key privilege has also been added so that returning travelers can enjoy new story quests and hangout events.
Taky přehlednější to bude.
Red notification dots have also been optimized. Notifications that have already been cleared will no longer reappear when logging in on a different platform.
Yo.
Quest optimizations will also be available in version 4.2. The first one pertains to unlocking story quests. Travelers will now get to choose whether to accept a story quest after unlocking it.
Whoa, nice. And hopefully travelers won't.
Ale to jsou některé změny, které už by tam měly být dávno, a ne až teď, si myslím, já osobně, ale nemějte mi to za zle.
Notifications about prerequisite quests even clearer, making it easier for players to proceed to certain content.
That's awesome.
Okay, great.
No, to by bylo
and it seems
všecko,
like
no.
that's all we have for the latest version update. I guess that means it's time for the 4.2 special program to come to a close.
No, takže to by bylo ode mě vše, sami mi napište, co jste se dívali na special program stream, na co se nejvíc těšíte. Ti z vás, co se díváte za záznamu, ať už celý, nebo to přetáčíte, nebo ti, co byli na streamu a dívali se se mnou, tak děkuju moc. A napište mi, koho budete vyšovat, jestli novou hydropostavu, hydroarchona Furine, nebo Baizua, nebo pak Syna, nebo Ayata. Napište mi, koho budete vyšovat, koho byste chtěli, co říkáte na webose a tak dále, na příběh a tak dále, prostě to, co se týká Genshinu jako vždy. A určitě očekávejte video, ať už se vám to některým líbí nebo ne, že kde budu vyšovat Furine a její zbraň. Takže budu rád, když se na něho podíváte, bude to video, nebude to stream. Já vím, že vždycky říkám, že bych rád dal stream z Genshinu zde na YouTube, dlouho to nebylo. Aspoň to video z toho vyše, třeba někdy, až budu mít čas nebo chtít, tak prostě dáme stream na YouTube z Genshin Impactu. A to je ode mě vše. Zítra můžete, doufám, očekávat, že by to mělo být, pokud vás to zajímá, special program stream na Honkai Starlay 1.5, kde jsou určité informace. Napište mi třeba, na jaké postavy se těšíte do budoucna, hádám, že za pár dní o Genshin Impact oficiálních svých stránkách, až na Twitteru, Facebooku, oznámí následující další postavy. Určitě, jak vyjde update, budou líky další, takže uvidíme. A já se s váma loučím pro dnešek a u dalších streamů a videí. Čau.